What's up, guys? Take here with another look at some of the figures we have this week. Today we're looking at the Masters Universe New Eternia Mosquitor figure. Now, just like Montana, this guy was at San Diego Comic-Con and I was ecstatic. He's a really fun, interesting character based on a mosquito. So, of course, this is the Masterverse version where, you know, it's a little bit different than classics and the originals. They do their own spin on it, and I think the biggest spin on this guy is that he has wings. I mean, he didn't have wings in the other one. Of course, mosquitoes have wings, so that would make sense that they would put wings on him, but they never did. So that's really interesting on that. So let's look at this. Of course, beautiful artwork of this. Look at that. I mean, that is so look at that. That's so cool. So he's coming out of like a I guess a sewer or something. I don't know, but look at that. That is so cool. And you got the figure inside. Look at those big old eyes. So I would assume that this is supposed to be like liquid in there. So I don't know if that's accurate or not, but we'll see. Here's a portrait of him back on the back, looking really cool. Look at those wings. And then here's him in the background. Yep. That looks really cool. So the wings move up, and then it doesn't say anything about, there's supposed to be blood there, or like, you know, liquid for blood. So yeah, this is going to be interesting when I pull them out of the packaging. Mosquitor, the evil energy draining insectoid. Oh, wait. Insectoid. I don't know how you say that. Sent by Hordak to New Eternia Mosquitor, drains a weekend planet of the most valuable resource, the power of Grayskull. Wow. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, here's a portrait of you got Montana, and then you got Anti-Eternia He-Man. That's cool. Look at the blood right there. I mean, it looks full here, so I don't know. We'll see how that works. Because there's always there's some surprises when you open these. So it's really, really cool. So let's get this guy out of the packaging and get a closer look at the Master Universe New Eternia Mosquitor figure. All right, here's Mosquitor out of the packaging. Looking really cool. This is one of my favorite characters in the line. Just like Montana is just one of those weird things. And to make a action figure out of a pesky mosquito is very cool. Like, it's very, I don't know. It's very, you know, I think it's a fun thing. So let's look at him. You got this dark or lighter black, or, you know, real dark gray underneath. Kind of like the color of Ninjor a little bit, but a little darker. So it looks, I mean, I guess it's kind of like a bluish black. I mean, I don't know. And then, well, let's look at the head sculpt. This looks really cool because you got kind of the glass and you got those searing eyes of a mosquito is, and then you got the head sculpt. There's a hole so you can put different things, and I'll show that in a second. I don't remember him having shoulder pads, but here it is. These spike, like he's kind of like in football or something. And then you kind of have, I don't see the Horde emblem on him though. Normally he has one on the side. So is he part of the Horde? I mean, I'm sure he is, right? So here we go. And then in terms of the chest piece, I was hoping and I thought, I could have swore that there was real red liquid here, but there's not. This is the other one. I switched it out earlier, and this is the one that comes with it. And I could have swore that there was liquid in here, but it's not. And I'm kind of disappointed because I really thought that was a thing. And I could have swore Pixel Dan asking them if there was real liquid in the middle. But, you know, as you can see, it's just, you know, paint on there. It doesn't move. I mean, I don't think it does. I mean, I'm not seeing anything. So that is a little disappointing because I really enjoyed that. And I'm trying to remember if the classics had it. I gotta look. Well, I'll go look at them in a minute when I do my comparisons. But this is basically the chest piece, you know, and it's real simple. You just, well, actually, you gotta take the head off in order to get it. And you just kind of pop it off on the corners, you know, and it just sticks like that, you know. And I'm not sure why they did it like this, but yeah, it's like I said, it's a little disappointing. I mean, he's a cool figure. Everything else is cool. I just kind of wish it had that feature because it was kind of fun and reminiscent of it. And then going down to the arms, he has those bracelets here. But like I said, there's no Horde emblem on him, which normally he does have. So I don't know. But anyway, on the arm bracelets, he has this kind of silver kind of pointy thing here. Got the hands are also, you know, like it's a darker gray than this one from, oh no, it's not. It's the light. And then over here we got the belt, you know, it's kind of the purple, and then you got kind of like that diamond thing here in the middle, and then that silver thing here. And then you got those legs, and then you got, I guess, more in the diamond here, and then those big old feet that he has. You know, we've seen these before. We've seen these feet before. I think we've seen it on Battle Armor Skeletor and some others. So we've seen that before. So, now, one thing that's unique and new for Mosquitor is the wings. Now, like I said, I don't, you know, he didn't come with wings before, and you would think he would because he is a mosquito. I can't even say mosquito. Lord Jesus. Anyway, so yeah, I thought that would be, you know, it looks really nice. It's kind of like, I thought maybe these could have been a little bit bigger, but I guess not. And then that real translucent light purple, which is really nice. You can see my finger on the other side, but it's really nice. It's a good touch, you know, because like I said, they do articulate, go up and down all around. And like I said, he is also Hordak has the wings too. And I'm getting that review up shortly. Still working on the final parts. It's like I said, it's been insane. So I'm a little behind. I'm trying to get, I think I'm going to have over maybe 16, close to 20 reviews up. So I'm trying to get there. So anyway, so yeah, it's really cool. So let's look at all the accessories. He did come with the wings, so I put them on already, and you got this little thing, but he also comes with other stuff. So he has this, this tube that, basically goes from back of his head here to the back of the back, or the part. And I guess this is where he pumps his blood into giving him power, I guess. I mean, that's what, you know, mosquitoes need blood to survive. So, gotta hate mosquitoes. They're the worst. Why can't I get this in? Oh, there you go. Just gotta push it in, you know, to get in there. And then he comes with his snout, but you know, there's also some other parts. So look at that first. I'm gonna put it right here first. But it also comes with this kind of like, you know, piercing dagger thing. And then also another type of dagger knife. Now, all of these three things can go in here. So it gives them kind of different looks. So you got this look, you know. You got this look. And then you got this look. And I think this look is more, I think this is mainly more of the original version look like. But you also have this kind of weird tail looking thing. So whichever you want to do. I think I'm going to go with this one because it just looks cooler. And then there's also his blaster that is much different. It has this purple on the top, and it has two holes in which you can also put this stuff on also. So if you want to do like, you know, maybe kind of like a gun like that, you know. So it's very interesting, very, very cool feature. So, you know, yeah, let's go ahead and get them on my turntable to get my final thoughts on the new Eternia Masterverse Mosquitor figure. A lot of M's. Masterverse Mosquitor. Jesus. All right, let's get them out and let's get my final thoughts on this figure. All right, here are my final thoughts on the Masterverse New Eternia Mosquitor figure. All in all, he is pretty cool. I am really liking him. I'm loving the eyes. I'm loving the wings and everything about him. He is super cool. Very excited that I got him. Only downfall, I wish there was real liquid in that chest piece because that would have been pretty cool. And I know I was going to do comparison with the other Mosquito from the classics, but didn't get a chance to. So we're just going to go ahead and just, you know, end it with this. But yeah, he's really cool. Right now, he's still on Big Bag Toy Store if you want to get him. Definitely a must in the line if you love the Horde. And yeah, he is cool. Look at those eyes. I'm just loving this guy. All right, so guys, do you guys collect this? Do you guys collect Past Reverse? In the comments, let me know. Until next time.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.